Hey everybody, welcome back to Suck Less Saturday. We've talked about sucking less before a class. Now let's talk about sucking less after a class.
You need a shot timer because that which gets measured gets worked on. The Range Tech Timer is the official timer of Active Self-Protection because it is versatile, reliable, feature-rich, and very economical. Check out all it can do at the link below.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey, I've got a special guest with me today. I'm going to butcher this name, Stavroula Avramidis.
Avramidis, that was very close.
That was my Master Ken impression right there, just jacking up somebody's name. But so Stav runs She Equips Herself, right?
Yes,
and
I do.
You have a channel with a pretty good following right now, a little over 77,000, something like that?
Yep, and growing.
So tell us a little bit about what you do, and then we'll talk about the lesson.
So I'm a firearms instructor, and on my channel that he mentioned, She Equips Herself, I focus a lot on female concealed carry and also gun tips and everything related to firearms and self-defense pretty much.
Awesome, awesome. So how did you get into this?
My oldest sister actually got me into shooting, which is one thing that I find really unique about myself because I find that a lot of other women have males who've introduced them to firearms. So one thing that I think is cool about my story is that I was introduced by another female. So now I can go and share what I'm learning with other females as well.
Awesome, awesome. And it's a growing group of shooters.
Yeah.
We're seeing in the classes, we're here in Cleveland doing a class, and we're seeing more and more women come into our classes as well. So I think it's great, and it's so much fun because frankly, women are more teachable than men.
It's true.
Take a clue, dudes. But seriously, so I just wanted to get you on the Suck Less Saturday. I'm so glad that you were able to do this with me.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I'd like to talk a little bit about, we talked at lunch today that it's been a while since you took a class because of COVID. And
Yeah.
where do you live? Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
So you didn't get to do
Tough
some of the
state.
stuff that the rest of us got to do, right?
Right.
So I'd like to talk about a little bit about what have you learned so far this weekend, and then let's talk about what are you going to do after the class to continue to suck less.
I think coming in, the biggest thing that I wanted to see was what I could change because I haven't really changed much of my technique as far as like drawing and shooting goes. And I think the thing that I learned that I'm gonna definitely take home and practice more is to just relax myself. And I've noticed a lot less movement in my draw at the end of the class than there was before. I think I was doing a lot of unnecessary movement before, and now I've realized I'm doing better because of the class.
So if you haven't taken one of our classes, this is our 2-day evidence-based pistol class that we do. We spent a lot of time working on the draw to first shot, the 20-80 rule, that kind of stuff, the Pareto principle to help you if that worst day comes. Let's get the important stuff right. And drawing a first shot is a very important one. And one of the things we talk about is drawing from the pool of tranquility and just take out all that extra motion and movement. And Scott Jedelinski's been a big impact on us for that, helping us do this very well. And so we've got a drill that we do. And it's been amazing to see the difference in the whole class, not just you, but the entire class. This is day 2. It's nice and sunny and warm and about 30 degrees out here. We're working on frostbite right now, right? But you did your 10-round skill check yesterday, and then just finished it up again on today. What was the change?
There was a pretty drastic improvement.
Yep.
I think I went from 53 to maybe 70 for my score.
Yep. And so for those of you that have watched this and done that drill, that's a big improvement. That's a big deal to move that many points up in that.
I thought I'd improve a little, but I improved more than I had expected.
Yeah, just walking up and down the line, I knew, I'm like, wow, this is going to be amazing. So as we go home, and part of the Suck Less challenge that we do is we give people kind of an assignment. We're like, okay, so what can I do between today when we watch this and next week to suck just a little bit less at something? So in somebody's dry fire, what would you assign somebody to do this week?
I would say, like you said, to draw from the pool of tranquility, really try to relax your body and don't be so tense when you know you're going to have to draw. Try to relax everything and it'll make your draw a lot smoother. And also just start slow, don't worry about speed, and then you'll eventually just get faster and faster. But you got to get the fundamentals down.
You got to get all that movement down and figure it out first,
Right.
and then let your body speed up. So this week in your dry fire practice, 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 times. If you can get 5 days of dry fire in, you're going to suck way less. But check in internally. Make sure that you're relaxing. Figure out where that tension is. When you're done dry firing, if you're sore in the back, then you know that you had some tension in your back, and work on that the next day. So that's going to be our assignment for this week. You guys go do that stuff. Check in with us. Let us know how it goes. Thanks for joining us. This is
Thank you
fun.
so
I'm
much
so
for
glad you
having
were here.
me.
This has been
Me
a lot of
too.
fun getting to meet
I
you.
had a lot of fun too.
Saw class, you guys.